today, and what we will be doing is mainly to solve just those two questions. And our previous video showed that, of course, we have something with regards to select, from, and the likes. So in starting this, of course, you want to bring your select from. I love doing this a lot to make it very easy. And the table we'll be working with today is the orders table. That is where we can find all these elements. So if you look at this, it says that give me a list of customer names from Africa. So sorry about that. So we're looking at it as a region in general, or either ways too. I can just take this from there where we are talking about from each region. So when doing this, then that simply means that we want to bring in region as one of the elements that we'll be working with, or the columns that we'll be working with. The same thing with customer names, and there you can see customer name. Now when you look at here, it also states in 2023, so that means we will be using the order date to work as well. So let's look at this. I'll bring in my thing closer here. There you go. Order date is showing. Beautiful. Now I'm going to pull this down a little so we see what is going on here. Now if we have all these, which works perfectly, let's see from here, because our table, which is the orders, is under the superstore database. So if I should run this, let's see. Okay, so it works, but the question states here that give me a list of customer names from each region whose name starts with J in 2023. So that simply means that we want to now do the filter where we have only names starting with J. So with regards to this, why don't we do the J, where in the J we are going to use the wildcards. So I'm just going to copy this to become pretty simple for me, and then we're gonna have this and just do the like. And when you do this, you should be able to have that. Just bring in the percentage sign. Let's see how this works. So you see, it now gives us all the names which have J in it or starting with J. But there is another condition which states that, okay, so can we also look at this year? We only want for this year and not in 2021 or any other year at all. So when it comes to that, you now want to go ahead and state the exact year. Most of the times I prefer to do this because that's the same thing that we will be using down here to make it pretty simple. The reason being that we are only working with year. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, just bring that down here and say, hey, we only want for 2023. So let's see how that is gonna roll. Good, it is looking beautiful. But you realize that because we didn't give an alias to this name, where we have this, we have the year and the order date, it is just stating no column name, and you don't want that. So you can just go ahead and give it an alias by saying that 2023 year. I'll just do just this, that should work. So having just this, this 2023, sorry, just gonna do this where we have the year date, or maybe just the year. I want to ensure we have everything in Spain in place. Let's go ahead and look at this very well. Yeah, so now we can now see clearly that the year date has now stated has now replaced the no column name here. So that makes it pretty simple, right?